Welcome back to the channel. Golf is a game of tradition, as well as a game of rules and ethics. Whether out with buddies or out on the PGA Tour, golfers are expected to follow the rules and administer the laws well to themselves. However, as you could expect with any competitive sport, not everyone follows the rules to an exact T. Even on the world's biggest stage, some of the world's greatest golfers choose to push the boundaries and test the limits of the rules. But just who are these golfers, and what did they do or not do? Stay tuned to find out. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more videos just like this one. Now, let's get right into the stories of the top golfers who have been accused of cheating. Vijay Singh, the famed Big Fijian, was a superstar on the world golf stage for more than 20 years. He won 3 major tournaments in his career to go along with 34 PGA Tour victories, 13 European Tour wins, and several others across various circuits. However, his career was not without some amount of scandal. While still a young player on the Asian Tour, Singh was still struggling to find his footing. While playing in the second round of the 1985 Indonesian Open, Singh was playing poorly and looked like he might not even make the cut. When he showed up at the clubhouse after his round, though, officials immediately noticed that something was up. After some review, it was determined that Singh had intentionally improved his score during the round. This could have been done a number of ways, but ultimately, it looks like this led to Singh barely making the cut by 1 stroke. This wasn't all it led to. When rules officials sorted it all out, they slapped a disqualification for the Indonesian Open and an indefinite suspension from the Southeast Asian Golf Federation. Coincidentally, or maybe not, Singh was also banned by the Australian PGA around the same time for financial indiscretions. While Singh has always maintained that it was simply a misunderstanding, an anonymous American player who was there disagrees. Quoted in a 2000 Sports Illustrated article, he says, "It was not a misunderstanding. All of us who were around are very upset that Vijay denies this." Singh ultimately was reinstated and went on to win several Asian Tour tournaments in the future, but the scandal followed him throughout his career. Singh is far from the only golfer star to have been embroiled in cheating allegations. In fact, perhaps the biggest star in golf history has had his fair share of trouble on the course. Tiger Woods is undoubtedly one of the greatest golfers in the history of the sport, with 82 wins on the PGA Tour and 15 major championship victories. He dominated the golf world for an extended period of time, but with success usually comes those who want to critique it. In 2013, Tiger was well into his storied career. However, not everyone was kissing the ring, so to speak. Golf Channel analyst Brandel Chambly went so far as to give Tiger an F grade for his 2013 season due to his opinion that ethics matter more than athletics. Chambly specifically referenced several key events during the season to support this thought process. This included an incident in the BMW Championship where Tiger moved a branch away from his ball, causing it to move slightly, as well as several dubious drops in the Masters and several other smaller tournaments. Despite the fact that he was penalized for all of these infractions, Chambly still felt that Tiger had broached the ethics of the game, saying Tiger was disrespecting his position in golf, the traditions of gold, and his fellow competitors, in my opinion. Needless to say, Tiger and his team weren't pleased with this, and even threatened legal action. At best, though, these infractions seem to be pushing the boundaries of the rules, and not attempts to cheat. That's not the only wacky rules-related subject that Woods has been part of. In 1999, Woods drove a ball far to the left at the Phoenix Open at TPC Scottsdale, where the ball came to rest beside a large boulder. With the boulder in the way of the shot, Tiger decided to invoke a rare golf rule. Decision 23-13 says that spectators, caddies, fellow competitors, etc. may assist a player in removing a large loose impediment. Tiger's large gallery did just that, helping him to move the boulder out of the path of the shot and giving him a boulder-free path to the green. While Woods didn't win the tournament, he was still criticized for his action, which seemed to use his immense popularity and subsequent crowd to gain an advantage over other players who lacked the manpower to move big rocks out of the way. Like we said, success brings criticism. Is Tiger a cheater? There's no proof to suggest that he is, at least not on the golf course. But for this next player, there's little doubt. You know that we couldn't get through a list of pro golfers who have been accused of cheating without covering this man, the one and only Patrick Reed. He's long been considered golf's bad boy, both on and off the golf course. Sure, he's won some key victories like the 2018 Masters tournament, and he's been dubbed Captain America for his clutch performances on Team USA during several different Ryder Cups. However, he remains one of the most controversial and polarizing players in all of pro golf. Trouble started to follow Reed during his time at the University of Georgia. On top of several different issues like underage drinking, which, let's be honest, plagued many college students, Reed was accused of stealing $400, a watch, and a putter from his fellow teammates in the team locker room. While Reed was never formally accused or convicted of a crime in the matter, his teammates drew their own conclusions, making Reed a very unliked man already. Reed moved to Augusta State University, where he had an opportunity to reclaim his image. Spoiler alert, he didn't. This time, he was accused of cheating on the golf course. During rounds with his teammates, Reed was accused of shaving points off of his scorecards to come up with lower scorecards. His teammates were incensed, so much so that they voted to kick Reed off of the team. While his coach disagreed with them and only suspended Reed for 2 matches, the damage was done. Reed was such a great golfer, though, that he not only stayed on the team, but he also brought them 2 national championships. Reed led his Ryder Cup teams to similar heroics in 2016, earning him a strong reputation for match play abilities. This led him to be selected again for a spot on the 2019 President's Cup by Captain Tiger Woods, but what followed was far from heroic. In the Hero World Classic tournament just prior to the President's Cup, Reed was caught on video trying to improve his lie by moving his ball, not once, but 2 times. While Reed tried to explain this away by saying that the camera angle was making it look worse than it actually was. He explained it by saying, "It's unfortunate. I think with a different camera angle, they would have realized that if it was from the side, you would have seen that with the backswing, it was not improving the lie because it was far enough away from the golf ball." Despite his explanation, golf fans and players alike knew that this was a clear violation. Rules officials docked Reed 2 strokes during the tournament, but this did little to dissuade fans from pouring on the hate at the President's Cup. Even players weren't ready to forgive their fellow golfer for his cheating ways. Ahead of the tournament, Australian Cameron Smith said this about Reed's Hero World Classic exploits and his reputation in general. To give a bit of a BS response like the camera angle, that's pretty up there. I don't have any sympathy for anyone that cheats. I hope the crowd absolutely gives it not only to him, but everyone next week. The crowd took this advice to heart, booing Reed so lustily that armed police had to follow him around the course. Reed has had several other cheating scandals, first being accused of improving his lie in the rough at the 2021 Arnold Palmer Invitation, and then being accused of moving his ball before being given the go-ahead by rules officials at the 2021 Farmers Insurance Open. In addition, multiple commentators have said that they thought of Reed as a cheater. Peter Costas, a former CBS golf commentator, said that he witnessed Reed cheating by improving his lie a number of times during his career as a commentator. And Brandel Chambly, remember him from before, accused Reed of cheating so many times that Reed went on to file a lawsuit in August 2022 against the Golf Channel commentator for defamation for a whopping $750 million. Reed might be a cheater after all, but he's apparently prepared to defend this to the fullest extent. So what do you think about these rule infractions? Do you think that Patrick Reed is in the wrong for his cheating actions? Be sure to leave us a comment with what you think down below. Make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you can watch our latest content updates as soon as they drop. We'll catch you in the next one. Have a great day.